Oh, everyone's after the— oh my god. They got too distracted by the coyotes. Hello and welcome back to Wolf Quest with Journey Saga. Hopefully you guys are actually seeing this because boy, oh boy, have I had some issues with recording it. So just to give a quick little update, here's what the map is currently looking like. I was going to come maybe claim this hex here and at least shore up what we have here, but we did have some issues with OBS once again. So hopefully those are fixed with the latest changes that I made. If you see this, I guess you'll know before I do. But here's our current pack, I guess I'll say. We do still have 2 pups of the year, Destiny and Hunt. They're both doing pretty good. They've got almost all the experience that they need, and we're only a few pounds away, so we should actually be meeting our new pups this episode if all goes according to plan. Here's the current update on known wolves. So as you can see, we ran into Pleasant Valley last go. That unfortunately self-deleted, but they definitely do outnumber us now. And as you can also see, we didn't manage to take any of them out. They actually almost killed Hunt. His health is still pretty low from that experience. I think he got down below 10%, which is kind of crazy, really scary. But as you can see from our map here, we did manage to have a carcass. I think they actually attacked us right after we brought that carcass down. So we managed to eat, rest up, and we were getting ready to go when I noticed that my recording was acting kind of weird, and unfortunately it did in fact corrupt. So that's where we're at. That's a quick and dirty of it. And in case you guys weren't aware, there is a new update as of me attempting to record this. So there are some new codes that have been added to the game. It is no longer considered an early access game. It's considered to be a full release. So I'm optimistic, if a little bit cautiously so, that this will be seen. So the game is now currently $30, but I think that is money well spent at this stage. Oh, we're already in this territory. Just because I think the game does have a lot going for it now, even though not all of the prey items are in the game. So if you're waiting for this game to be full release, now is the time to pick it up. Although, again, not all of the prey that's planned for the game is in the game just yet. We're still waiting on the bison herds, unfortunately. But as far as other updates go, honestly, I was having some other issues when it came to recording. Just namely in the sense that, hopefully this isn't too loud in the background either. Just in the sense that it was really, really warm for a while there, which made recording uncomfortable. So it's actually, that heat wave is pretty much past now. It's, I won't say comfortable here, but it's at least tolerable now. So that luckily is no longer a problem as well. So I'm hoping that with the heat pass, so will the recording errors. I'm also probably going to split up their— really? Oh my gosh, everything's happening right here. We don't need to hunt. Oh, it's probably Grizzly Rock all the way over here. Unfortunately, I really can't. I'm gonna lose more territory than I'll lose going to that territory challenge if I just let this degrade, so I'm gonna go short this bit up. Hopefully that makes sense. here's that den. In essence, I stand to lose maybe 2 hexes to them up north, whereas if I let this go down, we stand to lose a lot more than 2. So that's all there. But I will probably be splitting up this recording a little bit just in case anything else were to happen with it. That way I don't lose a full recording, I would just lose a potential chunk of it. So if there's a little bit of choppiness, a little bit of disjointedness in some of the cuts, then I apologize. But I think that's better than the alternative, which is nothing at all. So that's what's going on there, and I think that about sums everything up as well. So since the plan here is to meet all of the pups, I will say that we will continue with like the journey trip, like travel sort of theme for our pups. So I guess start thinking about potential names for them. I'm not entirely opposed to reusing names of our unsuccessful pups just because I did like a fair number of those and now they are gone forever. So if there is a pup like, you know, just Curiosity, for example, that you did like the name of and you'd want to see reused, feel free to resuggest it. If you'd rather keep all of the names like completely unique to each pup, then that's okay too. And I guess just let me know in the comments down below there as well. But ideally we'll not get flattened by the moose. But ideally we will get to see those pups in this episode, so you can also just leave, you know, suggestions for specific pups in the comments as well. This is always so awkward to navigate here. Because I think I want to make a post up here. Away from the whims of the river. Yeah, it was more elk music, but that is for bull elk. And with us already injured, specifically looking at Hunt there, I really don't want to take that risk. I would rather... Oh, not fall off a cliff either. Ooh. Hopefully I can get back up that. I sure can. I'm not very afraid of heights. I've got like a really weird different thing. But, you know, almost running off a cliff definitely made me a little bit nervous there. Oh, Hunt got a rabbit. So it's only Destiny that needs a little bit of experience. They both need a little bit of poundage on them now. But we really are almost there, so... That's a little crazy to think. I do feel like young hunters tends to last forever, but... I don't know. I also could be totally imagining it. It could just be a consequence of, him being a pup still, but Hunt really does look like he had a slightly shorter tail. I don't know which side he would get that from. Got an injury heal. Oh, right here. As far as dens go, I really don't know what's gonna be the winner. We have a lot more options now. I think something like over here would probably be our best bet in general, but whether or not that actually will stay that way remains to be seen. Journey pushes her family on through the long dark of the winter night. As usual, her primary concern is maintaining her vast claim and passing the skill set on to her remaining pups. Okay, just for frame of reference here, Destiny just caught a rabbit, and she was at 95 experience before. She is now at 98 experience. So even when they start getting later on in their experience quests, It is still totally worth. This is a cool den up here, I think, if it's in this rock formation, by the way. But even if they are later on in their journey, experience, whatever, it is still totally worth having them try to catch rabbits or just seeing them to catch rabbits, because like that can be the last little bit that you need to reach the finish line. Like at this rate, she only needs 1, max 2 more rabbits, and she will be at the experience cutoff point. Okay. So we got that. We just need to get these last little 2. And it looks like they did claim one of our, you know, extending hexes up here. I'm gonna go get these other couple to the east. Yeah, about there. And after that, we'll see if they're still invading the territory. If they are, I'm gonna go fight them off, even though we'll be tired. I know that's probably not the wisest way to do this, but I still think they're only gonna take at most 2 more hexes. I do smell a snowshoe, which is not something I think I've collected before. So I think I might try and hunt that down as a little bit of a side quest, because it's also the direction we need to go anyway. I'm not going to bring this to a den or anything. I don't even think I'll mark it on the map, as much as I like the toys. But I do just want to find it, because Hell Roaring is big enough that I don't think I will otherwise. Snowshoe. Apparently it's also near a den, which is good to know since this will be approaching the middle of our territory here. My, what big feet you have. Yeah, it's hard to get like an actual frame of reference. Oh, is this a den over here? I know, you guys are tired. I'm tired too, trust me. Because if so, maybe I will leave it at a den. Oh, yep, here it is. That's also a pretty good one, actually. Okay, they're still invading, so I'll probably try and cut them off and pick up that last little missing hex that's been like that for forever on the way. Okay, well, we got our missing hex, but Grizzly Rock is moving into this one. So I'm gonna try and get up there, but as you can see, our wakefulness is rapidly depleting. So that probably isn't gonna go over very well. It looks like some dispersals had set up shop in this empty hex while we were away. Too bad for them, it's ours again now. Yeah, you better run. But all in all, I'm really hoping that going to fight these guys off isn't going to bite us in the butt. I don't know if we're going to have the energy to defeat one of their members and take a hex, I'll be honest. But, you know, doing something beats doing nothing, I guess. Okay, we are finally here. Unfortunately, our stamina is going to be next to nothing by the time we're actually gonna throw fists. So, ugh, that's too sickening to look at in first-person view. So hopefully they're gonna just be intimidated and run off. Cause I really don't want to have to deal with this right now. But on the plus side, this is probably the best that our territory has looked when it's this big, so yay. Is this them? Yeah, it looks like this is them. Gonna try and keep an eye on Hunt. So we all just bully this one meal on the worst possible slope. Because Hunt is stupid gets in trouble. Oh, he is after Hunt. Or I guess I don't know if this is a female or not. Can't really begrudge them a grudge match here. All the same. Hunt, you need to back off, buddy. Really? Alright, well, we got this one back. Just about all I care for. Unfortunately, Hunt did get down to 53% health. And Destiny didn't even get any experience. Okay. Well, first order of business, anyway, is going to be going and sleeping. I probably will just go ahead and sleep twice. We'll hunt something when we're awake. And yeah, after that, it should be springtime or thereabouts, so I kind of hope so. We're in the stretch of wintertime now where it's just really tedious to do all the territory stuff. Honestly, with the territory this big, it's tedious to do the territory stuff anyway. But right now especially, when everyone's trying to make their moves and whatever else, you know. Kind of want to try and get out of this little area. It's just a pain to navigate, and I don't think there's really too much that's gonna be here at this season anyway. Everything's probably gonna be a lot lower, which is unfortunately all very far away now. I guess we could go all the way back to Other Carcass, but that is across our territory again. Okay, we're healing. That's good. I'm also mostly concerned about Hunt. Okay, just looking at the paw print, looks like his health got up a fair bit. Someone growl. 86%. Not bad. I cannot wait to get territorial Maya. Oh my gosh. Alright, well, I was just gonna come over here a little ways, clean something else, and then I think we will go back to sleep. That's a little bit dangerous at this juncture just because the pups might be a little bit hungry, but after last time when I pushed us to hunt when we weren't ready, I just don't want to deal with that, so we won't, and that will be the solution. Looks like something happened here. Catching a whiff of a wolf carcass. Yeah. So, I don't know who's fighting on our territory, or if they just succumbed to wintertime. But, that's my job. Okay. We got the sleep that we needed. We shored up some of the territory. Definitely feels like it goes really quick. We do technically have this carcass still to fall back on if needed, but I have a feeling it's not going to be worth it. We're also only a couple of pounds away, so we might even be able to get that in the next hunt as well. And I still smell that wolf carcass, but I never did find it. It's also been a second since our last, scheduled attack, so to speak. Oh. Got to it just as it despawned. Luckily, it's not Kaladin or Renarin, so I don't know who it was. but that is a way of the wild. Sometimes you just get unlucky. And sometimes others take it from you. Alright, well, hopefully I find this herd soon. But again, I'm not very optimistic since I'm still a little unfamiliar with where everything spawns normally. In the winter of Yellowstone, snow can reach many feet deep. Normally, packs take advantage of their larger, stronger males to break a path through, and the rest of the pack follows. Here, the snows haven't quite reached those intimidating heights, so most wolves forge their own path, though the pups do take advantage of their siblings' efforts. Oi, oi, oi. I'd be a lot more tempted for a moose. Well, actually, it's pretty deep winter. I'm gonna give her one bite. But I'd be a lot more tempted if we had more members. I don't know if that's worth it. Not when we've got elk, which are a lot safer. But I've come a pretty far away, and I still don't know where they are exactly. They're gonna be right on the border if they're still going in this direction. Alright, luckily they are heading further back into our territory, so we won't have to fight off another pack, which is good because we are getting pretty tired. Still depressing I wasn't able to see these guys out in the open plain, but it definitely looks like they were further away than it initially seemed. Finally! Alright guys, let's play this smart. Not run right into the middle of them. I think I can still make out which ones were the calves. Like that one was a calf and that one was probably a mother. Guys. I know we're a little hungry, but I don't think that means just bite the first one and that's it. Yeah, I don't even know that that's really worth it. Okay, they're just gonna pile drive it now. Alright. Brute force it is. Ow. So I'm not letting the pups just face tank that damage. So now we are on the other pack's territory. Eat it first. Because we are at 60% health. I don't know if I'll be able to fight them if they come by. They're just a lot bigger than we are now. Oh, Hunt is the only one holding us back now. I think that's something one sleep will change, so let's see if we can't claim this hex here. He probably will come fight us. Yeah. Unfortunately. Where are they? Again, I don't know if that's... Oh, if it's only you three. Then maybe. Oh, everyone's after the... Oh my god. They got too distracted by the coyotes. Oh, what a mess. Okay, well, I don't really know what just happened there. Okay. Well, that was messy. But whatever. Worth it, I guess. Okay, well, this is now technically going to be a border hex. I do want to sleep here, so we can just hop off on whatever remains of that carcass when we wake up. That was a bouncy little walk. All right, it looks like we made it. Wow, this depletes quick. Oh man, it took away our carcass. Oh well, though. Okay. I think I'll go for this den here. Actually, I might look up where other dens are. Okay. So it does look like there should be a den like right in here on Little Cottonwood Creek. So if we head just due east, we should be able to find that. And so I think it'd be like right here. And I think that would be probably the best starting point for us on this, just because... Oh. Like, this territory is hard enough to maintain. I don't want to have to go clear across the territory every single time I need to do something. I keep hitting the wrong button. That's really annoying. So... I'm hoping that by finding something that's actually more central, we'll be able to deal with that a little bit better. I don't think anything on a map this size is going to be perfect, especially just given the topography of everything. It's way too bumpy. There's way too many cliffs and big rivers to make the quests or territory grind even easier, so... Is what is, but I'm excited to see the pups, so it'll all be worth it in the end, I'm sure. Okay, after much questing, I found this den, which I don't think is... Maybe this is the one I saw. Okay, yeah. Well, I think this is probably going to be our better bet anyway. So, I think this is going to be the one that we're going to do. It's a little tree fall. And it's a wooded den, so we're going to have to deal with cougars over eagles, which is also nice. Because at least cougars don't one-shot pups. Our last one was called Isolation. And we had really bad luck. This is also probably going to sound a little bit morbid, and I hope it's not a sign of things to come, but the tree collapsed, so I'm going to name it Collapse. Oh, hi, Moose. Thanks for not stomping my pup's face in. And we are moving on to age 4. And I think I said we can only take the clout stuff. So that's all I'll take. But the territorial might is going to be so helpful. Just because territory shrink drops more slowly. And howling once per 24 hours gives additional boost to strength of all other hexes in our territory. So Yeah, that's gonna be really nice, and we can keep that for a fair little bit of time. Unfortunately, once we start getting up to age 6 and 7, it's gonna start to go away. But all the same, we're going up to age 4. And we get to meet our 6 pups. It looks like it's 3 boys and 3 girls. Let's go ahead and actually meet them. Here they come. So 2064M was the first out. We got 2065F. Looks like 64 is a gray and 65 is a black. We got 2068 who is a brown. And I'll go into pup cam once everyone's out. But first things first, we gotta let them all get out. So I see 3, 4, 5, and then there's 6. Unfortunately, we didn't get the magical number 7, but that's okay. So going into pup cam, here's 2063, who is a lighter brown coated male. And there are new coats in the game. The campfire coats are in now, so he could have rolled one of our new brown coats. And we got 2064M, who looks to be a gray, maybe a brown, but I think that's going to be a gray pre-coat. We got 2065F, who is all black and really pretty, actually. She could have ended up with our current coat. We got 2066, who is a slightly lighter black coat. I'd say more brown, less blue. Then we got 2067F, who is also going to be a gray, it looks like. Then we got 2068M, who's definitely a gray or a brown. Is that everyone? That's everyone. Alright, so I think I'll go ahead and leave it off here. Hopefully at least this part of the recording saves. But I hope you all enjoy watching this, even though it's been so disjointed and so beat up. I do apologize for all of the little issues that the recording's been having, and that pushes release further out as well, sadly. Just because of, you know, I record 2 episodes of these and then neither of those ends up getting out, ends up putting me behind schedule, unfortunately. So I do hope that you guys are still enjoying it despite those problems, and I do apologize for all of those difficulties. But hopefully with the winter over, we can now just enjoy our little new additions in peace. So if you have any suggestions for just general names or specific names, go ahead and leave those down in the comments below. I'll probably end up naming them next time, but there might be another 2-week gap between this just to allow some time for names to come in. Otherwise, I was going to leave this up to 1 week to try and make up for some of what was lost. So that disclaimer aside, I will try and put out a couple more episodes just to make up for it. But school's also starting soon, so uploads are going to be a little bit spotty anyway, just because of that. Alright, I think that about sums that up, so thank you all so much for watching and for supporting the channel. Thank you to Parental Unit for also supporting the channel specifically by being a YouTube member. Until next time, everybody, stay safe, stay happy, and we'll see you all then. And bye!